Hi everyone, this is Balázs from Racing Brick. You could already see my detailed preview about the 10321 Corvette. Apparently that's the official name, no C1 added, not even Chevrolet Corvette. Anyway, if you missed it, I recommend you to check it out, the link is up there somewhere. I got the box, it apparently had a rough ride and has a few dings here and there. I won't go over the design in detail again, we have the car in the front, the rear at the back, some features highlighted, let's see what's inside. The set has 1210 pieces, the price is 150 euros or dollars, and it will be available from the 1st of August. We get 9 numbered bags with 9 build phases. Wow, I don't remember the last time we didn't have more bags than build phases in an Icon set. There is one unnumbered bag with the tires, a paper bag and an envelope. I like the surprise element of these new paper bags. I already know what's inside. What do you think? Yep, that's the new windshield piece. But wait, we need 2 of these. Where's the other one? Let's look in the box again. Oh yes, there you are. Come on. Okay, here it is. So we have not 1 but 2 paper bags in the box and 2 nice new windshield parts. Let's take a look at the envelope. Yes, we have the manual inside and a rather small sticker sheet. The manual has the boring new white design and a quite unusual perspective for the car. But I won't argue, I also think this is the most authentic section of the Corvette, so I completely understand the choice. At the beginning of the manual there is a nice introduction to the Corvette with some historical photos and then a timeline of the different models. Let me know in the comments which Corvette you would prefer to see in LEGO form. I would go for the C3, but unfortunately that would also require some new parts. Then comes a few words from the designer. This is a nice surprise. Rogue was the designer of the Eiffel Tower and we had a nice chat with him at the Fan Media Days last year. It will be interesting to see how an architect approaches vehicle design. Here is a surprisingly long part list. Apparently we have a large variety of parts despite the fairly low overall piece count. Let's start building. We begin with a pretty sturdy studded Technic frame and the solid rear axle. The frame gets even bigger and there are a lot of Technic pins to work with. Most of them have been covered, so that's the end of phase 1. This is something you normally don't see on car builds. A good portion of the bottom is covered with these inverted tiles that have studs on them. Added brackets with studs facing to the side, then a whole bunch of slopes. That was phase 2. We start building the chassis, and here's an interesting assembly at the rear. This half beam will probably be part of a mechanism, I guess, to open the trunk. The mystery of the taillights is now solved. It's indeed the bionicle Baraki eye part and not the long stud shooter ammo piece. This is what the rear assembly looks like now. Here are some nice printed arches mounted sideways behind the seats. Interestingly, the smaller slopes between the seats use stickers. Here is the rear wheel arch and the smooth slope towards the rear from the Porsche 911. That rounded block from the red pickup truck at the front doesn't work so well. This cool assembly is built upside down. It has the bumper corner using the recolored banana piece. The assembly is done with these clips, and here you can see what it looks like when it's attached. The rear of the car is taking shape. I think this is the best part of the model. We are also getting additional license plates. As you highlighted after my preview, this one reveals the model year and this one stands for LEGO when we turn it upside down. Here is the base of the steering system. This is the dashboard with the movable pedals and the signature half arches. We need to make sure that the steering column fits properly and we also need to connect that tube. The assembly with the white parts on the side has some interesting ways to attach the tiles. Hopefully it will be stable enough when everything is in place. The other side is also added and now the shifter is in place as well. Now it's time to build the front and that section has a very special look, maybe an evil Easter egg. I'm still unsure about all the chrome or actually grey accents on the front. The part usage is quite innovative, but the overall look is a bit like a caricature. Here is the radiator fan, which isn't held by anything. We need to secure this whole assembly so it doesn't fall off. I forgot to show you this before moving forward. As you can see, the lower parts for the grille are these 2x2 black blocks with grooves on the sides. But these can be used for the upper part of the grille because the space is needed for the hinge. This is the reason why there is, wrongly, a flat surface above the bumper and a proper grille below. I added the printed pieces to the 2 sides of the hood. They look good, but the surface is unfortunately too flat. Here are the custom printed parts for the headlights. As you can see, the alignment of the prints can be improved a bit. The transparent inserts are quite interesting, they seem to be new to me. And here are the headlights once they are attached. So the iconic shape of the door is built, there are brand new bow and arch pieces created for it. As I mentioned before, I think this part looks really good, the problem is more on the front with the flat areas. Here is the finished door. Inside there are some nice details like the hand crank for the window and this is how it's installed. The trunk is quite simple in design, and the logo on it is unfortunately a sticker, as we already suspected. The opening mechanism is quite interesting. Once in place, we can use that half beam to push it up, then it can be opened. And closed. And opened. Okay, I'll stop. Here comes the engine with a silver cup as a bonus. It fits right there. Fortunately, the hood has a nice printed Corvette logo on the front. The hinge has a tricky solution. The base moves a bit to fit the hood in the small space when it's opened. You have to grab it by the sides to open it and it stays up. A surprisingly late moment to install the steering system. Some very special parts are used here. The steering rack is slid onto the previously assembled gears, a few parts hold it in place, and then we attach the links. We don't have a steering wheel yet, but it will work like this. Now it is time to attach the wheels as well. We are almost done. After a few more details, the dashboard and the steering wheel, it's time to use the brand new windshield piece. It really looks great. The vehicle is practically finished. The last assembly is the roof with the second windshield piece, and we are done. As in most cases, the car looks better in real life than in the pictures. It's red, it's definitely a Corvette, and I like the overall look. The rear is still a much better angle than anything else. It works really well. The straight lines on the sides or the flat surfaces here aren't that accurate, but many of you said after my preview that we shouldn't expect diecast level accuracy from a LEGO model. This one is always a somewhat limited interpretation of the original. I like the features. The hood is a bit difficult to open. The trunk has a cool mechanism that is very helpful. We have a working steering wheel, although that's just for the show and to know it's there and working. I don't think anyone will play with it. Door opening is not limited, that has been taken care of in other Icons models. The build is otherwise pretty solid, although it's not a play model, but apart from the antenna I don't think you will easily lose many parts. This is what it looks like next to some other Icons and Creator Expert vehicles. It fits in the line. It's nice to see a bright red car again after all these years. I think the Ferrari was the last one. All in all, I think the building process is fun. There are some nice solutions here and there with interesting part usage. The end result looks good in the LEGO world, but you have to adjust your expectations. I still think another less curvy classic American car would have been a better choice, but I'm sure this model will be popular as well. With a price of 150 euros or dollars, it's more expensive than the red pickup truck, but cheaper than all other Icons vehicles available on lego.com today. So, if you like the look, then you won't be disappointed with this model. But if you can wait a few months, the price is sure to be cheaper at other retailers. Please share your thoughts, folks, in the comment section. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe with notifications as more exciting LEGO videos are coming soon. See you next time, bye bye.